The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
Every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
You know what? I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough. I get the money and flip it and make some food. Dank Demoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like Lyft might be hurting pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal, and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Runyon, say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, you know, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car, or Muslims in my car. It's the same. Under the law, it's the same.
The lawsuit is filed. Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
I had not heard the end of that piece before, and now being 450 pounds at 5'6" or whatever she is the same as being black. How did we get here? Why are we allowing this? What? Very frustrating. Your thoughts, Shamika?
Jason, not to beat a fat horse, but this goes back to what we were saying a week or so ago. There is an allegiance to fat black women. And if she had been shamed years ago, as she should have for her weight, and if we weren't so worshipy of them, maybe we would not be here. But everybody coming to her defense saying, oh, this was wrong. He shouldn't have been able to say that to her. Why not? I think he was driving. I've seen some reports that he was driving a C300 Mercedes. That's the same car that I have. There's no way she would have been able to fit in my back seat, period. So I don't know why we're lying to her. She needed a crane. She needed a tow truck, some type of flatbed. But at the very least, she should have gotten an XL. And there's another video, Jason, where she talks about being 500 pounds and saying that her mind doesn't know her body is that big.
Hold for a second. We can play the clip. Let's watch Dank Demoss. Her mind is playing tricks on her. Let's play the clip.
My body right now is like my mind don't know that I'm this big. My mind does not know that I'm this big. So I be feeling like I can do everything. So when I walk in the gym, I feel like I'm fit. Or like if I'm trying to do certain shit, I feel like I can do it. And then I be like, damn, I can't do this shit. But in my head, I'm like, damn, I can do that, so I'm gonna walk over there. Shit, I be going in the gym in front of all those people, 500 pounds in shorts, no shirt. Well, I have on a sports bra, but you know.
Her mind doesn't know that she's this big. And again, this goes back. This goes back to the delusion I was talking about that we're pandering to. And there's a slippery slope that gets here in terms of I blame Lululemon for making yoga pants that stretch enough to put these overweight women in because they love wearing them. And we've created a word, THICC, thick, that really is obese. It's not thick, and we've normalized and promoted obesity as normal. And again, you're looking at a victim of this normalization or whatever. Obviously, I'm not on Dank Demoss's level or whatever, but there's never been a moment where I've sat around and my mind doesn't know I'm this big. I don't need to exercise. Right? I mean, this is crazy, and we have to. This is the inability to tell people the truth. Like, lady, your thighs are swallowing your calves. You're a ticking time bomb. And then you're gonna have to sue casket makers because they're gonna have to say, hey, we're gonna have to do some liposuction before we can put her in a casket, or we're gonna pay her, we're gonna charge her twice as much for a casket because we don't make caskets this big. We have to quit lying to women. We have to quit lying to Black women in particular. This is a life or death matter. I know there's a lot of jokes here, but mostly this just makes me sad.
We know, Jason, that heart disease is the leading cause of death in Black women, especially around that age. So when you're actually participating in behavior that pushes that, it's not a good thing. And you have to say, where are her friends? Where's the family to tell her the truth? But this is where we are now, that you can't correct or redirect Black women, because when you do, they play the race card, as we see the lawyers playing, talking about this is like if you're Black. It is not like if you're Black. We are born Black. She was not born fat, and she continues to participate in behaviors that push this obesity. And so at some point, we have to be honest with them and say, look, you don't look good. You aren't healthy. You probably don't smell good. There are things, sweetheart, that you cannot do. I'm sure you can't ride a bike. You can't skate. I mean, these are things that are just facts, but they don't want to hear it.
She can't get out of bed by herself. Someone has to help her get out of bed. I guarantee it.
Oh, absolutely. It's ridiculous. How do you go to the bathroom and actually clean yourself properly when you're this big?
She can't wipe. Yes, you're right. She can't wipe.
You know, and somebody has to be able to tell her the truth. I don't have any fat friends, Jason, and I don't think it's because I don't like fat people. I think because I'm so honest, my friends know I'm going to tell you the truth. When they say, can you tell I've lost weight? If I can't tell, the answer is no. I mean, when the song comes on, I was at a birthday party and my friend had on a half top and she had a stomach. And when Digital Underground was playing and it came to the part that said, hey, yo, fat girl, come here, are you ticklish? I sung it to her. Because listen, there's just no reason for this. But somebody has to be willing to say what, they don't want to hear. She's overweight and is unhealthy, and we're beginning to push this. When we saw the big obese lady on the cover of, I think it was Fit, and then they allow her to model, I think, Calvin Klein. Like, come on. We know this isn't okay, but it's not even just that it's an eyesore. It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy.
You said something at the very beginning of this it's all connected, and I'm not doing this segment for laughs. This is a serious issue. The delusion that is promoted and normalized among Black people. You said something about like, hey, the leading cause of death for Black women in her age group is heart disease. And that made me go, the leading cause of death for, I think, young Black men 18 to 25 or 18 to 35 is murder. And being shot by a Black man. But we live in a delusion where, nope, let's don't talk about that. Let's talk about the 15 times a year a cop kills a Black man that resists arrest. That's what we need to focus on. That's what all the attention goes to. And look, Black on Black crime, it's just normal. There's white on white crime. You never talk about that. And we all know the facts and the truth, that all of us that are Black and have grown up around other Black people, we all know somebody that's been murdered by another Black man through gang violence, through drugs, through just disrespect. We all know. And many of us know more than one or two or three. But let's don't deal with that. Let's don't address it. And so there's this delusion and fantasy world, a matrix that we enjoy being in, where we get to lie to ourselves and lie to each other and lie to the world and pretend like, no, the problems are really over here. And it's Donald Trump and it's white evangelicals. That, Dank Demoss would be 125 pounds if not for white supremacy. And the Crips and the Bloods would quit fighting each other if not for white supremacy. It's Dank Stank needs help. Tank Demoss. There we go. Dank the Tank. And the last point I want to just make is that we just hand out this title of rapper to everybody. What are the qualifications for being a rapper? Has she sold an album? Does she have a song? Literally, I think she calls herself a rapper and shoots these videos because there's no other job she could do. What is there some? Could she be a nurse? Could she be a teacher? Could she be a Uber driver? Because I guarantee you she's taking Uber because they don't have a car. I'm saying this seriously. I'm not trying to joke. She can't get behind the wheel of any car. The steering wheel is stuck in her lap and she can't turn the car. So she's Ubering everywhere.
And trying to blowing the horn every time she got in.
Don't miss a second of Fearless. Hit that like button and subscribe to keep up with our latest content.